Hello, my name is Travis Bean, and on this channel we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking Kanye West. Can you believe it? Donda specifically, if you can believe that as well, or lack thereof, I guess, because we don't have it. This is the life of a Kanye fan. You think you're getting it. You think Hurricane's dropping. You make a poll about is Hurricane gonna drop, and a bunch of people think Hurricane is gonna drop, and it doesn't. Actually, I want to pull that poll up because I find it sad and kind of hilarious. Will Hurricane drop today? The poll's still going, so you could still vote no because it didn't. Oh no, wait, the poll isn't still going. It ended at 10:41. Um, but yeah, 62% said no. It was 50-50 for a while, but I think eventually as the day dragged on, people are like, yeah, it's not dropping. So we continue to not have Donda, and on top of that, we continue to not have updates on Donda. The Weeknd had a cryptic tweet that said like extended video dot dot dot, or wait, extended song dot dot dot, not video, which I don't know what that means. Like, was he talking about Hurricane? Was he talking about Take My Breath Away? There is a video for Take My Breath Away. It was kind of confusing. So again, like no real updates on Donda. But then KayCyy Pluto, who is kind of like the only one who seems to keep us consistently updated, although he's not exactly always right. Not that he's ever wrong. He's probably just communicating things he's hearing from Kanye and people in Kanye's camp. And they're always ready to drop the album, but then in a true Kanye fashion, they don't because they continue to tinker with it and add new features and, you know, mess with songs and hopefully improve them. And it's like an ever-going process of Kanye. So you just never know when you're going to get the album. And KayCyy, though, has been the only one who's ever kind of always come out of that chaos and tries to keep us at bay and give us some updates. And, you know, sometimes he's a little more forceful and is like, it's going to drop tonight. Like, and probably because Kanye says it is going to drop that night and then it doesn't. But then we get a little bit more cryptic stuff like whatever shit is taking long, just know some special shit is going on behind the scenes, which is just his way of like saying, well, you can keep complaining that Donda's not here, but it's coming. And then he also said album of the life, dot, dot, dot. Great. We've seen that a lot. Like Donda probably is going to be awesome whenever we get it. But what I want to point our attention to is a deleted tweet that KayCyy Pluto had that a lot of people screenshotted and are then asking him about. You can see here, he tweeted just before the album of the life tweet. I think it was right before, was it? No, he tweeted this. Oh, today. So no, this would have been last night. Sorry. Last night. We move into another stadium. Then he deleted that tweet, which is kind of like, that to me is a big twist because we had the first Atlanta listening party, which Chris and I went to, and it was awesome. Like I loved it a lot. I'm never mad at Kanye for not dropping an album. I didn't feel like I wasted money going all the way out to Atlanta, flying there, getting a hotel. Like the experience was amazing. I don't want Kanye to take as long as he needs to finish the album. And I thought it was actually kind of cool and badass that he just stayed in Mercedes-Benz Stadium and continued to work on the album. Like he just acted like he rented a room there or owned the place, and it was just his setup while he was figuring out this album. And there's also something beautiful about it because, you know, the album's called Donda and he was born in Atlanta and there's some connection there. Like I was into all of it. And the idea that he was just going to stay in Atlanta and continue to tinker with the album until he finished it, I was just like, hell yeah, like that's awesome. But now the idea of Kanye just moving to another stadium, like after the last Donda listening party, it sounded so much more finished than the first Atlanta listening party. And I was kind of like, oh, it has to be done. Like there are a couple Kanye verses that like don't sound totally finished, and like obviously they're gonna fix those before they drop them. But I assumed, you know, Friday we were probably getting Donda, and I was like, well, we'll probably get it by the end of the weekend because The Life of Pablo took 3 days to drop, and Donda still hasn't dropped. And I'm there. I'm fine waiting for Kanye to finish it. Like I don't feel like he owes me anything as a fan to like give me the album when he promises it. Like I don't really care about that. I want him to finish the album, but I am a little like, what? Like when I see that you're moving to another stadium, I wonder, maybe he can't stay there forever. Maybe that's all it is. Like the people who that own Mercedes-Benz Stadium are eventually like, dude, like you got to go. Like we need this room for like whatever it is. So maybe he just has to move. But the idea that they're going to move, which would mean they're just going to go somewhere else and continue to keep working on the record, because you wouldn't go to another stadium if the record was done. So you're going somewhere else to work on the record. And if you're moving to a stadium, I would assume you're moving to a stadium because you're going to do another show, right? Like, what would be the point of going to another stadium if you were just going to work on an album? You would just go to a studio. But moving to a stadium makes it seem like he's planning something else. So the Donda saga continues. Who knows? I guess maybe. I mean, at this point, it's not surprising to think we don't get Donda for another few weeks, another month, another 2 months. And again, not that I care. Like it can be a little draining to like try to keep up with Kanye and like get all excited and be disappointed that it's not out, but it's fine. Like I'm okay to wait. But this would be a big twist. Like we're just gonna move to another stadium and put on another show. That's if any of this is true. KayCyy did delete the tweet. Maybe they aren't moving. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows what this tweet means? But he did tweet it, and that is weird, right? So TBD on that one. We'll continue to update you, though, as soon as we find out things. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel and comment on the videos. It lets YouTube know that you love us. And check out our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West. We go song by song, album by album through Kanye's discography. And whenever Donda drops, we're going to start it on that as well. So stay tuned for that. But until until next time, stay wavy. I think Kanye's getting to me. Yeah.